going to the library. Canadian Scout, how dare you go into the library? That's it. Open. Oddawaj hajs, ciulu.
For Don, but John gave us rehab instead. Yep, 6 months and 2 days on the wagon.
But you have to ask if you want to receive. Jesus said that himself. Ask, and you shall receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be open. James tells us that we have not because we ask not. So trust God today. Trust him for the miracle you need. In Psalm 147, verse 4, he determined the number of the stars, and he calls them each by name. The stars. You ever been somewhere on a mountaintop out in the middle of nowhere and looked up in the sky and seen the Milky Way and the magnificent beauty of the creation of God in the skies? The stars, the heavens declare the glory of God. Our Milky Way alone contains some 400 billion stars. 400 billion. And that's just the galaxy we live in. There's all kinds of galaxies out there. If you go to Hubble.com, there's pictures of, an area. It's thousands and thousands of light years away, but they've captured a field with hundreds of galaxies in it. Hundreds. It's amazing. Some of them have more than 100 trillion stars. 100 trillion. There's a lot of stars. We don't know the number. I guarantee you God knows exactly how many there are because he made each and every one of them. He calls them by name. Calls them by name.
All night long.
I said, come back, Henry, tell me what to do. She jumped out of bed, put her hands in the air. She said, God Almighty, there's a fire here. She kicked on the door, she's gone like yesterday's news. So I picked up the box with a mighty string, a symphony slam, a big boy ring to lay. You weary bones and sing. Hey, go to a G. Try a D. E, maybe? That's good. Child. Hey, oh, I'm sorry for the pain that I caused you for singing a cabaret.
Yeah. I'm used to the idea that, hey, we can do this and this is useful, right?
So what's exciting about Google Hangout is exactly what you're talking about. It shows people that this is possible and raises the bar for everyone else. People are now getting it that they don't have to settle for mediocre solutions anymore. Yeah. And we are very, very excited to be part of it. It's a great product, and I just it's very satisfying. We sell into the business environment, so most of my friends, they don't know what I'm really doing, and I'm selling to enterprise X or enterprise Y or service provider here and there. But I hear people all over the place tell me, hey, we're on Google Hangout. It's amazing. We didn't know that you can do something like that. So I think this is having a profound effect on the culture of what's going on, and we're very, very excited about it.
Yeah. Now, to do this, you have to load a little bit of software, right? You have to load a little plug, because when you first signed in, you loaded a little,
Yes.
you downloaded some software
Yes,
that ran
right.
here, right?
So there's a few megabytes worth of client. It's a very, very slim piece of software,
Yeah.
but it does require our stuff on the client. And on the iPad and the iPhone, it's obviously an app that's available in the App Store. I just want to make sure that people understand this is not a consumer app.
Well, I'm the doggone absolutely perfect. Yeah.
There's nothing left, sir, but the cot on the porch.
Understand.
That'll be $16, sir.
$16.
Now, over the next few years, Google Glass has a sensor just for the eye. It doesn't even, it's not even a camera, and it uses very little power because it's watching my eye all the time. I've already run software on it that lets me wink to take a picture or something like that. Are you thinking about how to integrate this stuff into wearables like that?
You can already imagine. One of the things that happens, if my screen's over here, I can touch it. But if my screen's over here, I don't really have any way of, interacting. So I have the voice. But the most natural thing is, and imagine, you look up at the screen and it responds, it reacts. You don't even have to say, okay, glass. You just look at it and it knows you're looking at it and you want to interact. The things of this are and we're in touch with a lot of different companies.
Yeah, because Google's not the only one doing it.
Right. Not only
Oakley has ski goggles that are going to have cameras in them soon. They tell me.
Yeah, there was another company actually in Israel who was working on glasses who also spoke to us about this. You can imagine. Meaning this can really take off to many different fields. Truth is, we're very, very, curious to see how the developers are going to take this, what they're going to do with it. We're sure that, we have a lot of great ideas, but, the world's a big world and people have very creative ideas and we really want to watch this grow and we want it to go out of our hands. We want it to, go out of our imagination, things we didn't even expect or imagine.
No, it's really crazy, and it works with any camera. So Apple or Samsung doesn't need to put a special sensor on there. They just use the regular.
Nothing at all.
Are you helped if they do put a new kind of eye sensor on there? Does it help? Or
you can always.
$100 a day. Think of all the people we could help. Of all the people. Help me. McCall.
and then you take their money. Okay. All right, well, boys, you have the right instinct. You see, selling magazines is serious business. If we spend too much time laughing on the job...
Number one. Me. You dumbass. Sometimes they show boobs. Me.
Let's get right down to it.
Okay, class. Today we're going to for the class. Compose a haiku for the... You're black? Okay.
I am Cornholio. I need TV for my bunghole.
This is stupid. Bunch of dumbasses going around in circles. Yeah, stupid. It's like just a bunch of dumbasses going around in circles. This is the coolest show in the history of television.
Yeah, it's the coolest show in the history of television.
Pan. He's Pan. That was cool. Oh yeah.
Come to Butthead.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Dun, 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 dun.
You need money for the meter, money for the toll. Don't turn on the heater, daddy's on the door. They tell me that the devil pays good money for your soul. We don't got no dough. Tell me there's $1 in the pocket of your jeans. Need money for the baby, the bacon and the beans. I'd buy you a dozen roses, but I just don't have the means. Don't got no dough. Sorry, Mr. Landlord, I cannot pay the rent. Run down to the bank and ask them where my money went. Then come back and tell me just who overspent. Mister, let me tell you, I blame the government.